Pleasant, Michigan at Kelly Short Stadium, home of the CMU Chippewas. And it's a division matchup between the Chippewas and Bulls. Both teams got off to a right start in week 1 and looking to continue that here tonight in Mount Pleasant. Only one team can come out victorious. The other will leave at least at 500. So we're ready to play here at Kelly Short Stadium. Welcome to college football here on Fox Tube TV. We hope you enjoy this one, and underway from Kelly Shorts as here's Luke's on to return. Luke's with a nice return there. Out to his own 33-yard line. As Joe Labas goes to work first here. Labas takes the snap, looking, fires, pass, intercepted already. Not the start Central was hoping for here against their division rival, the Buffalo Bulls, but that's how it starts against them. And Buffalo takes over 1st and 10 at the opponent 36, already in field goal range. Here's Agbana, or however you say his last name. Looking to the right side of the field, going for the end zone, and he's throwing an interception now. What a start to this game. That's returned to his own 18, and Central Michigan goes right back to working. One play interception for both teams to start their first drive. Here's Central's second drive, and Marion is stuffed in the backfield, loss of 2. Well, like we said, Central got off to the start they wanted to. They're at 1-0, while Buffalo also at 1-0. Obviously, like we said, only one team can leave victorious. To the right side of the field, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. Knocked away, incomplete on 3rd and 10. Or brings up 3rd and 10. The defenses for both of these teams are locked in, but the offenses can't seem to get anything going. And there's a nice play out to Pruitt. Nice gain there, takes him to the opponent 46. Labas looking, it is caught. Pruitt again. Here's Labas. Hit as he threw it, incomplete. Central Michigan looking for a score. There it is. Touchdown, Chippewas. So on the first drive, they threw the one-play interception. On the second drive, they get the touchdown. Temple, the tight end, making the catch. Nice play there. Driving the field. And, oh, where was that going? 8:15 to go in the first. And we see a Central Michigan score, but they failed the extra point, so it's 6-0. Add some kicking power to that, and that should be good. And it is. Nice return there, out to the 16. It's an okay return. Agbana threw the interception on his first drive. Here he goes with a second, looking to the right side of the field. Incomplete. These quarterbacks, despite throwing interceptions on their first drive, they're not afraid to throw it deep. Agbana looking, fires over the middle there. It is caught for the first down. Flipping it for a jet sweep to McMillan. Gain of 5 there. So it brings up 2nd and 5. Moves the one chain to the to their own 33. Agbana here to take the snap. Looking again. Agbana intercepted again. Sanchez to the right side. This is a pick 6 for Central Michigan. 40 yards. They're lining up to go for 2 to try to make it 14-0. Here's Marion Lukes. He couldn't get in. Nice stop by Buffalo there. And they get the ball back with 7:25 to go in the opening quarter. Here in this Monday night primetime game. Tomorrow we close out week 2 and get everything set for week 3, which begins on Wednesday. And we have decided on 10 weeks instead, with week 10 being a rival week, and then next season we'll do the 14 game schedule. Hit as he threw it incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up. Agbana's ice cold out there. Takes the snap. Looking, fires, passes caught. 4th down and 3. And this isn't like the NFL. This is college. It might seem crazy to go for it here, but that's exactly what they're going to do, and I can't say I blame them. That's caught for the first down. Nice play there to move the chains. Agbana looking to the right side. It is incomplete. Also, Friday night, do not forget, we have an AFC and NFC divisional game across the 2 networks. The AFC divisional starts Friday at 1 p.m. right here on NBS TV, and then over on NBS TV, and then Friday at 6 p.m. as that's caught for a first down right here on FoxTube TV. We have the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders for a spot in the NFC Championship, and then the Texans and Colts will be over on NBS TV at 1 p.m. fighting for a spot in the AFC Championship game. And then Saturday, split across the 2 networks. Beginning at 4 p.m. over on NBS TV is the Steelers and Patriots. Winner of that advances to the AFC Championship. And then right over here on FoxTube TV, we have the Bears and Panthers following that game. Winner of that game to the NFC title game. And that starts at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All times for all games are Eastern. As Buffalo driving the field here. Knocked away. That would have been a touchdown if he held on. Instead, it's 2nd and goal from the opponent 4. Looking, fires, touchdown. Nice drive by Buffalo there. And let's see if they can make the extra point. And they do. It's right down the middle and good. 12-7. Central Michigan leads with 5:37 to go in the opening quarter here. And they're going to get the ball right back with an opportunity to score again. Here's the return. Brings it out to his own 19-yard line, just a yard shy of where he would have been if he'd just taken a knee. Well, actually, no, that's about 6 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. It's a yard shy of where he technically should return it to. But nice catch there for the first down. That was Davis with the catch. Labas looking, fires, Pruitt. We've seen this guy sometimes today. Another first down, moving the chains to the opponent 39. Labas takes the snap, fakes the jet sweep. Instead, going for Marion Lukes. It is intercepted. And now both teams have thrown a pick six, but the Bulls return it for 69 yards, unlike Central Michigan's 40-yard. And the Bulls have taken the lead with 4:56 to go in the opening quarter. The fans cannot believe it, and ironically, I agree with them. Wow. You had a 12-0 lead, missed that extra point, missed the 2-point conversion where the game would be tied right now. They convert both of their extra points on both of their touchdowns, and they get back-to-back touchdowns, one of them being a pick six. I guess the good thing about that is you now get the ball back. Now you're down 2 points, though. Returns it to his own 15, about 10 yards shy of the 25. Labas looking, fires it deep, and it's intercepted again. Labas might be taking out the game after this one. If he keeps playing like that. Nice defensive play there. So here's the deal. You can force him to a field goal here, and you could get a touchdown and lead the game by 2. Or, you could stop him here, or force him to a field goal, as that's 3rd and 2, and you could find yourself down by, or no, you could find yourself leading by 1. If you get a field goal. And couldn't find anybody to throw it to and went down for a sack, so they will attempt a 43-yard. Now, if they miss this one, which there's a flag on the play, but if they miss this one, it allows Central. Actually, I lied. Central would be down by 2 if Buffalo gets this. But instead, it's an automatic first down for roughing the kicker. Are you kidding me? If you didn't rough the kicker right there, I think that was a miss on the field goal, so you could have led by a point. If you're Central and were able to get down the field and kick a field goal. Or you could have led by more if you got the touchdown. Caught it, but blown up after a gain of 3. 3rd 7 coming up. Agbana, he's starting to heat up. He started the game a little cold. Looking, he gets it away, but he's going to be wrapped up for a loss of yards, and this will result in another field goal try. And yes, they get it. So it's 17-12. Buffalo with 3:24 remaining in the opening quarter. So that's now back-to-back turnovers that they've scored on. Labas takes the snap, hands it off to Marion Lukes. He gets a gain of 3 there. Labas looking, dancing in the backfield. He's going to take off and pick up the first down with his legs. Labas they get the jet sweep. That's Davis with the rush. Picking up the first down. Ooh, bad throw again. He fumbled the ball. And Central Michigan did not get on it like we thought they did. Instead, Buffalo did. So it's a turnover for Central Michigan, and that's fortunately been getting the best of them, but they quickly get a sack here. Brings up 2nd and 20. Buffalo looking for a perfect start. Right now, they are in contention. Both of these teams are in contention for the college football playoff and he tries to dive to avoid a hard hit for just a few yards. And it's hard to believe that, but both these teams technically in the college football playoff right now. And that was almost an interception, but good job on Central for forcing the punt. And bad punt there. By Buffalo. Nice block there. Marion Lukes able to get a gain of 6 as a result of that. And Labas has got to stop being careless with the ball. He's got to stop making all these bad passes, and they just threw another one. Did the ball come flying out? It did, but they ruled them down. I mean, what is it going to take? And they're going to get a sack again to start. The defense is locking in. But Labas needs to go back to that quarterback he was, leading his team to 2 straight touchdowns. Hit as he threw it. 3rd and 23. Going deep downfield for him. It is knocked away. Nice job by Central Michigan's defense. We'll have to see how long before they're back on the field. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth right now. And he's sacked. 2nd and 19. Buffalo with the sack. And they're back to their own 37-yard line. Labas can't get it away again. Sacked by the same guy again, brings up 3rd and 29. Going deep, trying to do everything he can. Pass interference, maybe there's a flag on the play. And it is defensive PI. Well, I tell you what, the fans might be a little happy that that incomplete pass happened that way, because Central was, as they get sacked again by the Nick Roy, number 11. He's just been a sacking machine recently, and they're lucky they got that first down, because they were not going to get it if it was not for that penalty. Incomplete. There's a completed pass over the middle, and they're going to get most of those yards back, and on 4th and 4. You got to wonder, as that's the end of the first quarter, so 17-12, Buffalo leading after Central Michigan had a lead. Off to the second here on Fox Tube TV. But first, look at the quarterback comparison. All right, here we go. Second quarter of play. And at this point, this is college. This isn't like the NFL. I think you take the risk and try to go for it here. And denied on 4th down. Nowhere for him to go. It's a sack. And you can only hold these guys off for so long before they score. Again, hit as he threw it. If I was Central, I probably would have tried to run and pick that off. That was a perfect opportunity to pick that off. Going for the end zone. It's intercepted. A nice little juke by Central. Trying to spin out of the tackle, and he's brought down at the opponent 48. Caleb Span, his second of the game. I'm not going to lie. Either that was going to be intercepted, batted down, or go to the end zone as Marion Lukes gets a gain of 4 there. It looked like it possibly could have gone to the end zone, but instead was intercepted as Marion gets stopped a yard shy. 3rd and 1 coming up. Labas, so far, hasn't been too great, but there's a much needed catch on 3rd down, and the Chippewas stay alive. Luke's up the middle, gain of 1. Labas using his legs, and he fumbled the ball. And I bet you Central Michigan wishes they could go back to a minute ago, where they still had the ball. He's still gonna throw it downfield. Flag on the play. That's gonna be a catch. It's going to be on Central Michigan. Oh, but it happened at their own 45. So that's where the ball... Oh, no. Wait a minute. I think Coach made the wrong call on Buffalo. I think he accepted that instead of declining it. I would have declined that penalty because that gave you all those yards. Instead, you just screwed the receiver that caught that pass. Nice catch there, though, to the opponent 34. And Central can afford to give up one more field goal to try to battle back for the lead here. 1st and 10, though, and a gain of 7. That's not how you're going to stop them giving up that many yards. 2nd and 3. Looking, he's going for the end zone. It's picked off again. Defensive plays will get you there. And this might be a pick six. It is a pick six, 97 yards. Rickard. And finally, Central Michigan has something go their way for the lead. Now, realizing, though, that Buffalo could kick a field goal, and yep, they're going to go for it. Go for the 2-point conversion. That way the game's at least tied. If they get the field goal, he's trying to push his way in, and they're denied for the 2nd time in this game. Central only leads it by 1 now. But here's the thing. If Buffalo was to kick a field goal, Central could kick a field goal and take the lead right back. So it's one of those scenarios. You know, you don't get the 2-point conversion with a shot to tie it. However, let's say you don't score again until, like, the 4th quarter. Let's say they score early in the 4th quarter. That's a sack. Nice job by Central's defense there. Let's say they kick a field goal 3 minutes to go. And you're able to successfully drive the field. You could kick a game winner and not have to worry about potential overtime as that's intercepted. Wow. Now it's Buffalo tripping a little bit, throwing the ball. Laba's looking, he gets it off, it's caught, and 2nd and inches it is ruled. Luke's looking, fighting his way towards the end zone, stopped at the 2. And I think you just keep handing it off to your running back there. And then if you get to 3rd down, maybe try going to the air. Luke's end zone, touchdown, Central. They're going to try it again, and this time, at least if they fail it, they'll be ahead by 7. Luke's gets in, 26-17. I'd imagine, though, that Buffalo would probably try the 2-point to try to tie it if they get a score. And that comes with 6:36 left in the half. And he brings that back to his own 23-yard line before he's brought down. He gets it off, but there's a flag on the play. And that's going to work in Central Michigan's favor. Or not Central Michigan's favor. It's going to work in the Buffalo's favor, as he was unable to complete that pass, and he was getting sacked. So that's the... Ooh, backwards, though. I don't think he was ready for that one. Loss of 6, so it brings up 2nd and 16. It's okay, though. Your quarterback's having a solid throwing game. Yeah, never mind. That's his third interception on the third straight drive. That's not a solid game no more. Looks to me like Central Michigan is having the more solid game, even though they've thrown their fair share of picks too, and that's just another one they've thrown. And right now, based off of this game, people are probably looking at these teams like these teams are contending for a playoff spot right now. But you look at that Central Michigan defense, and that's one of the reasons they're 1-0 right now and have the lead right now. The defensive plays they've made, as that is caught, and some of the offensive plays they made too. Like it's defense and offensive plays that they've made in this game, and it's the same thing for Buffalo. Sure, they made some mistakes, but their defense and offense has been perfect, and there's a wide open receiver to the left there that he hurls the ball to for a first down. And they have an opportunity to tie this game with a touchdown and 2-point conversion. No, they don't. Never mind. They'd be down by 1. And I think that if I'm Buffalo, I'm going for that 2-point conversion, right? Because the worst that can happen is you fail it and you're down 3. So that's really a benefit also, because you're only down 3. You have an opportunity, for a game-tying field goal if you get the ball. As we now have 4:50 to go until the half, and Central has the ball. So it's one of those scenarios, you go for the 2, you're down a point. Late game scenario, you get the ball. You could go for a game-winning walk-off field goal. And it's a fumble, but it's out of bounds, so it's going to be Buffalo's ball. It'd be kind of interesting, as this is a jet sweep here by Buffalo for a gain of 3. It'd be kind of interesting that if a team fumbled the ball like that and it went out of bounds, the other team that was trying to recover it has to kick off to that team. That'd be kind of interesting. I feel like people could argue that it would be pointless, and I'd agree with them. But it's just a thought. That is caught for the first down. Running out of time here in this half. Central Michigan finally figured something out, somewhat, to get back into this game. Now it's Buffalo trying to figure it out. And you had to be going out there as Central, right? Wondering what you're doing wrong besides the interceptions. Because, you're getting all these opportunities, as that's caught for a gain of 6. Or gain of a couple, actually. Right, you're getting opportunities by getting the ball, and your offense just keeps turning the ball over. But yet, you scored 2 touchdowns to open the game. You missed the extra point off your first touchdown, and then you tried to go for 2 to make it a 14-0 game, and you missed that, and the next thing you know, it was 12-7, then it was 12-14, then it was 17-12, and the next thing you know, you get a touchdown, and you fail the 2-point conversion to try to make it a 3-point game. So then you're now essentially down a point if they score. And what happens? They turn the ball over. You get it back off a pick 6. And then you get the 2-point conversion on top of it. Now that's another interception for Labas. He's got to clean it up in the second half, especially if these teams, you know, are in the MAC championship or like even, you know, even in the playoff. You know, you can't be making these kind of mistakes in the playoff. And look at that, another interception. These defenses would be great for getting turnovers, but offensively, they wouldn't be very great. You know, you'd be lucky if you know, your defense was able to get you picks and you were able to score a couple and win. And another interception. 2:49 to go in the second. If this was a battle of interceptions, it'd be tied right now. This is just, the coaches are going to get driven nuts. You know, Jim McElwain, the head coach of Central Michigan, this is not how he trains his players to play. I know that for a fact. However, his defense, he'd be proud. 8 sacks versus 5. And I know that, you know, the head coach of Buffalo doesn't train his players like this on offense either. You know, they're probably wondering what they are doing wrong now. That's tipped and intercepted. And he confused the defensive players. And we got 25 seconds to the 2-minute warning. Somebody please do something. I do not want the game to go on like this and potentially end 26-17 when it could be more, as there's some spin moves by Davis for the first down. How about that? When it could have ended, you know, with a, you know, both teams maybe doing a shootout, like a throwout, you know, and, you know, instead it ended with both teams just getting interceptions and 26-17. He got it off in time. I think he got the first down. That is the 2-minute warning. He did get the first down. Nice catch there. Incomplete. Tried to throw it to the end zone there. Brings up 2nd and 10. That's caught. Marion Lukes. 3rd and inches coming up. And incomplete. And with 4th and inches, do you risk it? They're going to go for it. With risk, there can be reward sometimes, and they do get the reward. They move the chains. That was close, too. It looked like for a minute he was going to be stopped. Labas looking for the end zone. He throws another interception. And then the ball flings out, and it's going to be recovered in the end zone. They call it a 92-yard pick six, but that is definitely not the truth. And now, you know, it might seem like adding insult to injury, but with minute 19 in this half, and the way this game has been going, I'm going for the 2-point conversion. And they don't get it. So now you need 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion if you're Buffalo. Or I guess in their case, an interception to Central. But, I mean, you know, it's the same thing for Central. Looking, gets it off, but it's going to fall incomplete because he was hit as he threw it. Agbana with 70 seconds to go in the half. Looking to cut into that CMU lead some. It is intercepted again. It's Span again. And I imagine if you get to fourth down here, either A, you could go for the field goal, or B, you could just kick, or A, you could go for the touchdown, or B, you could just kick the field goal. Going deep, and it's intercepted. Both these teams gotta clean it up. There's just insane stuff happening in this game, and with turnover-wise, and honestly, you know, the only good thing to say about it is the defense making the plays. Agbana looking for the first down. He got it. .23 seconds to go in the first half. And it's 2nd and 10, Buffalo ball. From their own 21-yard line. Buffalo gets it off in time. That is caught. And they call a timeout. Now you got to send one down the field. Hope you can get closer and use another timeout. Incomplete. 12 seconds to go in the half. And I think he's got plenty of time to try to heave one to the end zone. Knocked away. I don't blame him for not going for this field goal. People might say that's crazy. Just go for the field goal. This isn't like the NFL. It is intercepted. And he returns it to his own 38, and that brings us to halftime here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan at Kelly Short Stadium. 32-17 Central up at the half. And if you like interceptions and turnovers, this is the game for you. As Coach, go ahead and take it away. Thank you, Coach, and we hope you enjoyed that halftime break. As Buffalo is set to receive the second half kickoff here. And we're ready to get the second half underway. And these teams hopefully change some things in the locker room, because if not, they're going to have to clean that up before not only next week, but before the playoffs, because you'll get ran all over in the playoffs doing stuff like that. Nice catch there. Out of bounds at his own 49. That's 1st and 10. Going for circle. He makes the catch. Buffalo needs 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. That is caught by Morrow. Agbana, 11 interceptions, 1 touchdown, 319 yards. Both quarterbacks, fun fact, 11 interceptions in this game in the whole first half. McMillan's going to get great blocks here for the touchdown. And it looks like Coach is signaling for them to go for the extra point. Which is smart. Just take the extra point this time, then go for the 2-point conversion next time. And it's good, so it makes it 32-24. 9:15 to go here in the third. Do it to return it. And returns it to his own 30-yard line. And that is where Lavis will go to work for the start of the second half. And like we said, 11 interceptions for him in the whole first half. And there's number 12. Hit as he threw it. And 12 for Agbana, too. These guys are twins tonight for throwing interceptions. And some of our reporters that are working like the upper parts of the stadium here decided to interview some of the students in the student section and some of the spectators, as that's intercepted, but there's a flag on the play. And they said they did not come here to watch a turnover battle. They came here to watch a football game. That's going back to CMU, though. You gotta watch how you go about trying to block the pass. You cannot interfere with the pass. You can, however, stop it, bat it down, block it. As a nice pass to Pruitt there. Or Prewitt, correction. But you cannot you cannot interfere with it in any way, and that's number 13. It's a tight game. Buffalo with a chance to tie it. And almost threw another interception. He's lucky to have that one back with as many times as he's thrown that to the maroon jerseys today. It's like he forgets that his team is wearing white. As that was a nice pass right there. Got to give it to him. Looking pass, knocked away. That is caught. That's Eddie Blake's 5th tackle today. And sacked, and not sure what was going on there. Maybe a little miscommunication or something like that. Intercepted again. He spun out of 1 tackle, but then he's quickly brought down at his own 30. These players aren't careful. Some fans might be making their way to the parking lot a little early in this game. And I can tell you they definitely will not be tuning in on FoxTube TV in their dorm rooms or in the car ride. Intercepted. And this is going to set them up, as it's a 33-yard pick six. This is going to set Buffalo up to tie it here in the 3rd with 7:18 to go. And it's good. This game is tied. And if you're a Buffalo fan, you're probably loving this game right now. If you're a CMU fan, probably not so much, based off of how you started the second half and how the second half has gone for you so far. Especially because you have not scored in the second half and you're now being outscored about 16-0. Or no, correction, 15-0. So, as that's blown up, intended for Prewitt. Getting one intercepted. Trying to hurdle, and I thought the ball came out for a minute, but it did not. Well, I'm telling you, whoever wins this game, it doesn't matter how they win it. The coach, not going to be so happy for both sides of the ball. If you're the coach, how do you get your team, back to how they played in week 1? Well, honestly, considering Buffalo's quarterback has thrown 13 interceptions, as we see a booth review here, I think it's repercussions that practice, right? Extra practice, longer practice. So, it's just one of those things, and you have to be doing well in your classes to even play this sport, so, at least, you ain't got to worry about that wise, or if you do, you better hope you can get that up, with the extra practices and repercussions and stuff, and forget being able to sleep in until like 9 in the morning. Most, usually they're not really allowed to anyway, because usually most of these teams are outside at 5 in the morning practicing, but there's a nice catch by Davis there, but, forget getting to sleep in a little, because you might be out there earlier. Well, I tell you what, these quarterbacks are probably going to get more than a longer practice. They're probably going to have to pay dues a different way, but whatever that is up to the coaches right now. Our job is to just call this football game for you as it folds out. And look at Central Michigan all of a sudden, and Marion drops. Well, he doesn't drop it. He doesn't even catch it. He just stumbles there. Might have tripped over something on the turf. And they're leaving. Look at this. The defense leaving guys wide open like that. that's not going to help you either. You just tied the game, and essentially it's like saying, hey guys, go ahead and take the lead again. It's the same thing that Central was doing, you know? As Marion says, no problem, I'll take the lead for us again. Touchdown Central Michigan. .537 to go in the third, and finally, Central Michigan has something go good for them in this half, you know. They're still being outscored 15-6 at least, pending this extra point. But at least they got on the board here in the second half. Ooh, that was close, but he made it. He's already missed one of those today, but so far has not missed since missing that one. McMillan returns it to his own 17, and that is where Buffalo will take over 1st and 10. Did he catch it? No, he didn't. The line judge says he's out of bounds. Got 15 minutes and 30 seconds left in regulation. You gotta try to, if you're these teams right now, you gotta try to turn around your mistakes. You know, especially, like we said, not just for next week, you know, but right now these teams are technically in the playoff picture because they're 1-0. You know, obviously 2 losses takes them out of that, maybe even 1 loss. But nice job forcing a punt here. And for the first time today, we actually see a punt instead of a turnover. And that's going to work out nicely in Central's favor. Because it's going to be at the opponent 33, 1st and 10. You hear Mo Bamba in the background, but even though you're winning, what's there to be excited about? You know, your team has thrown like at least 15, 13 interceptions in this game over the course of these 2 halves. So, you know, it's almost like insulting to the fans, you know. But Marion gets them into the end zone again, and the fans have something to cheer about now. Touchdown Central Michigan. Division games. Division games, division games, division games. It's what gets the crowd roaring. Marion Luke's probably, and the receivers, you know, probably about the only ones that are going to get praise from Coach this week. They might get lucky, and they might not have to do much extra practice. We'll have to see, though, but I guarantee you that the quarterbacks of both of these teams might be folding laundry. As we mentioned, we're going to, instead of doing 14 like the original plan was, we're going to do 10 weeks this season, and then starting next season, we'll do the 14 weeks. Week 10 will be rival week, so someone in the rival week, or each school will play their rival. As that was a nice catch there by McMillan. He's been great for Buffalo all game, especially with these jet sweeps right here. He's been running. Escaping the pocket, firing to the end zone, intercepted. Shoved out of bounds at his own 37. Here's Lavas. Sure, he hasn't been great throwing the football all night, but he can sure make it better. Now, I guarantee you it's going to take a lot to make it better with Coach as Prewitt down the field. He's just been 7 catches for 176 yards. That dude is a future NFL star. If you're a team that has, you know, a bad franchise in the NFL, you know, then you're like the first rounder, you know, you're like early picks in the draft. There's a guy that might make you good. Lambas ran into multiple of his teammates and unfortunately going to have to take a sack that one. Marion's going to be great in the league. You know, there's just a lot of guys on both of these teams that are just going to be amazing once they get to the league. Looking for the end zone. Did he catch? Oh, he dropped it last second. 2:57 to go in the third quarter of play here. Laba's jet sweep. Oh, Davis brought down immediately. Tight end couldn't hold him off any longer. I don't think Prewitt has got a touchdown today, but he's got a lot of yards, and never mind. Take that back. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Make it 52-32. And we're 2:42 in the third. They're going to try to make it a few scores and a 2-point conversion. They are ahead by, oh, through the interception. And a big return there. As Buffalo now takes possession of the ball. McMillan on to return it. And now, like we said, again, McMillan going to be another great receiver in the league someday. Hopefully. Of course, not a lot of these guys decide to go to the league, you know. It's one of those situations, you know, some of them might even go undrafted but still end up in the league. So, oh, what a catch by McMillan there! Whoever just left the stream, you have missed out on the most insane touchdown pass I have ever seen as a commentator. Hold on. Because Buffalo might not be out of this one yet. That kick is good. And now, Central is just ahead by 14. What a throw, what a catch for the touchdown. Making it a 14-point game. Incomplete. So there is no 2-minute warning in the third, and if you're a football fan, you're familiar with that. In college, at least. And not even just college, it's also other professional football leagues too. And some of these guys, they might end up in the UFL too. Hopefully they decide to drop a video game. That'd be kind of cool. Do a UFL season, as that is incomplete. EA Sports, we're begging you. Well, at least I am. I might be speaking for myself here, but I think that would be kind of cool. Incomplete again. You know what would be cool to see Pruitt play for? Continue. Oh, it's a fumble by Central Michigan. It is picked up by Buffalo. It'd be cool to see him go to the Commanders. It'd be kind of cool to see these Central guys go to the Commanders, right? I mean, they're not... I guess you can't really say a bad team, but they're not really that great either. They're usually picking early in the draft. Guarantee you, with some of these receivers, they'd be dangerous. Even McMillan there, you know? Like, there's so many... And it'd be cool if McMillan stayed at home, you know, and ended up on the Buffalo Bills. It just really depends on if he decides to go to the league or... You know, stuff like that. Fire into the end zone, probably not a good idea, because that just happened again. And Blake with an interception today, and multiple tackles. Returns that to his own 28. So we have a high-scoring contest here. But that's not what there's really been talk about. The talk is the fact that these teams cannot throw the ball perfectly for some reason. There's a drop by Davis. You know, multiple interceptions by each quarterback. That's just unacceptable to coaches. You know, and if you do go in the league, you might lose your spot as that's incomplete, you know, if you keep throwing picks. So you got to get better and not throwing those. I mean, well, everybody throws picks. You know, you're not just going to lose your spot for throwing 1 or 2 interceptions, you know, a game and ending the season with only a few on the season. But, however, you're going to lose your spot with multiple turnovers in a game, you know, and not very good stats. As that was defensive PI, so it's an automatic first down for Central Michigan. As we have 60 seconds to go in the third quarter of play here. And I don't even know how he got that one, but that's intercepted. 55 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Buffalo down 2 scores. Gets the ball out before he's sacked for a gain of 6. Throwing towards the end zone, and oh my goodness. A lot of things to fix, like we said, by next week for both of these teams. You know, the Lavas might be a little better right now, but all those interceptions from earlier, not going to look too great. You know, and like even for professional teams, you know, that's not going to look great. You know, a team's probably not going to want to draft you if you're throwing that many picks a game, and there's a turnover again. He tried to hurdle. Well, tomorrow night on NBS TV, Week 2 concludes with a Florida, Georgia, or it's FoxTube TV. I keep wanting to say NBS because I'm used to it, but it's over on FoxTube TV. It's a Florida, Georgia showdown in another conference battle in the SEC, and that starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, right here on FoxTube TV. One final play before the end of the third quarter here. He gets the snap off. Looking, fires. It is incomplete. And that's the end of the third quarter. So off to the fourth and final quarter we go, and it is 52-39. Central Michigan up. And, you know, to these fans, it probably doesn't say 52-39. It probably still says 17-12. Buffalo still up, you know, because, like, all the interceptions, you know, but it's like crazy. Like, if it wasn't for all these scores, this game probably could have been still 17-12, you know, here in the fourth quarter. So it's one of those situations where it's like, yikes. You know it's a rough game for teams when defense has had to step up as much as they did. There's a touchdown. For Buffalo, and this will put them down one score. And they missed the extra point. They might need a 2-point conversion now, I believe, to tie this game up. No. If they kick the extra point, the game will, and make it next time, the game will be tied. That's right, because Central Michigan went for 2 and failed. Here's Dewitt. And he did it out to the 19-yard line. You know, and if this game does end up in overtime, who's going to be the first team to score with all these turnovers? As there's a flag on the play. That one might be going back to Central. No, it's on Central. But they still get the ball. And it's 2nd and 11. So they lose some yards. He caught that down the sideline. They could make this a touchdown and field goal. Or 2 touchdowns again. Intercepted in the end zone. Now if you're the fans, you know, you gotta be thinking that this is gonna get good, because if Buffalo goes on and scores here, you know, we're probably gonna see an overtime game, to be real. And he caught that. Nice catch for the first down. So like we said, Florida and Georgia showdown right here on FoxTube TV tomorrow night at 6 p.m. to close out Week 2. And then Week 3 kicks off Wednesday night over on NBS TV as there's another interception. And we will announce those teams on our social media platforms. It is caught inside the 5. What a catch by Davis. And Central's trying to go ahead by 2 scores again to try to avoid overtime here. Luke's diving for the end zone and he's stopped. The late hit saves it from getting into the end zone. And it's incomplete, 3rd and goal. A touchdown and field goal is probably better. Never mind. 2 touchdowns. Touchdown Central Michigan. (59-45), 7:45 to go. in this game, and some other teams have tweeted on Twitter throughout this game, and I'm going to call it Twitter despite it being X. Sue me. Yeah, so several teams have posted on Twitter and were asking in that third quarter how this game is this high right now with the amount of turnovers there were in it, and ironically, I can't really blame them as McMillan is brought down for a loss of 3. This division showdown kind of disappointed and it kind of didn't, because like it's disappointing for the coaches, you know, because the amount of turnovers in it, but the fans, you know, they're coming out here and watching, you know, the teams run up the scores. In fact, Michigan won by 59 points against the Rutgers, blew them out, or no, Maryland blew them out 59-0, so Central Michigan is not the only team from Michigan to drop 59 points so far tonight. Still plenty of time to drop more as we approach the 7-minute mark here in the fourth and final quarter of play. And that's, of course, if we don't end up in OT, you know, if Buffalo pulls something off here and stops turning over the ball. You know, we might find ourselves in overtime, and it couldn't hold on to the ground, so that's incomplete. Going to the right side again, knocked away. And if you're a Buffalo fan now, this has just got to be tragic. It looked like you had Central cooked in that first half, right? Because they came back after being down 12-0. And now you're the one that's getting cooked, despite both teams, you know, with their fair share of turnovers. And here we go, 6:27 to go. That was a turnover on downs, fun fact. And that's incomplete. Prewitt caught his 11th catch for 257 yards today and a touchdown. Pretty solid day for him. Looking for Marion Luke's incomplete as we're getting ready to approach the 6-minute mark here. 6-minute to go mark here in the fourth and final quarter of play, more than likely. Incomplete. Meanwhile, look at Buffalo though. They're forcing passes to be dropped. However, though, this ain't gonna be good if they get the stop, because more than likely they're gonna need a touchdown and two touchdowns and a field goal to. Never mind, they're gonna go for it. This might not be the worst decision, as Central has been doing a pretty good job at getting stops, and it's intercepted and he returns it pretty much to his own 1-yard line, right where he caught it. So this is deadly here. You don't want to give him a 2-point conversion here, essentially, by giving him a safety. So you gotta try to throw this. You know, and if you fail, punt the ball. And you could just throw a pick six. Ziegler with a 3-yard pick six. Touchdown, Central Michigan. 5:18 to go in the fourth, and finally Chippewa fans have something to be happy about, because now their team is going to lead by 3 scores here in this fourth quarter, and Buffalo's struggling, so that's also the good news, as it's 66-45. Hurdles one guy and is quickly brought down. As we're about to approach 12 a.m., so we are going to play into Tuesday afternoon. Or Tuesday afternoon, I'm tripping. Tuesday morning. Going deep downfield again, that is caught. And Julius Bennett, number 52, with an injury, with 5:03 to go. That is incomplete. Looks like he's gonna be okay. It's just a bruised elbow, I believe it said. Gotta try to get a passing play and then try to get a couple stops, drive the field twice. If you can get it here. And this might be game over. So look at this. Buffalo now officially has thrown more interceptions than Central Michigan. However, like we said, Jim McElwain, the head coach of Central Michigan, probably still not going to be happy, as look at Davis. Oh, spinning around one and is brought down by the other at the opponent 48. Now remember, there's still the 2-minute warning, so if Buffalo can get the ball back and score, they got the 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts, so they can try to score again. And try to get back into this game and, you know, pull off a miracle and send it to overtime. That would be unbelievable if that happens. Davis to the outside, trying to make sure that doesn't happen, though. And he gets it inside the 20 with under 4 minutes to go. If Central scores again, there is no way that Buffalo is coming back. Look at that interception. Out to his own 18. You got to try to get one downfield quick. There he goes. Intercepted right back. .331 to go in the fourth. Gain of 3. It's safe to say Central Michigan's going to get the dub here tonight. Davis picking up the first down. This game's over. Central's going to score again. If you're a Buffalo fan, You're still at 500, but it's what could have been, you know, when you were beating Central Michigan there, 17-12. You know, opportunities to try to get down the field, and fortunately blew it. And like, that is Parker now getting caught on his own teammate. Brings up 3rd and goal. And from Marion, and he's in for the touchdown. That's going to seal this one for the Chips. That kick is up and good, 73-45. There's no way with 2 minutes and 19 seconds Buffalo's going to be able to score 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points to try to tie this game to send it to overtime. Unless if a miracle somehow happens, which I doubt it. You know, you still got the 2-minute warning and all 3 timeouts. I guess if you could score quickly, you know, if Central decides not to run it, you could probably get a quick pick 6. You know, but then you'd have to get another turnover and score and hope that you had enough time to do it. Got to get this off for the 2-minute warning. They do. And he's sacked, and that's the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in Mount Pleasant. And we already know who's going to win this one, but you might as well watch the last 2 minutes of it if you watched the full game already. And I would say what a game played by both these teams. And I guess you could still say what a game played by the defenses, because that's pretty much what it was the whole game. The defenses came to play football. The offenses, some of them, not so much. He gets that off. I think they did a hurry-up offense call there. Trying to score quickly to save these timeouts. I don't think, and like I said, I don't think there's enough time, but they can try, as that's a touchdown right there. A minute 18 to go. Buffalo does. Jenkins, their senior wide receiver, makes the catch. You had to make that extra point. They do. Actually, Central was ahead by 4 scores. It would be 3 scores now, so 74 seconds, though, more than likely Central's going to run this down and then just go into victory formation. 73-52. What a game by the defenses. But despite all the chaos, it was Central who came out on top in this division showdown. Both teams are leaving with a decent record. Central leaving with a better record, right? Still in the college football playoff picture. Could they do it? For the first time in years. Actually, decades. Maybe even longer than that. I believe it was 56, something like that. Since the last time they've won a championship game, so. Looking for their first national championship victory in a while. while other teams are probably looking for their very first, and other teams are looking to add to theirs. I wonder if this game lets you do the same thing like Madden. They let you play as they let you play like the national championship. Because Madden lets you play the Super Bowl as time expires. 73-52 the final here at Kelly Short Stadium, and Buffalo still outscored Central Michigan in the third quarter. So 2-0 start for Central, 1-1 start for Buffalo. And if you say that that game was kind of mediocre, I'm not going to say you're wrong. But think about the defenses in that game. Talk about how the defense is cooked. And Central's cooked enough for a Central dub. And they are 2-0, and they'll find out if they have a game week 3 or if they go to a bye. We'll have to see. Some teams have bye weeks. Others might not get that chance during the regular season here, like IRL, because it's kind of hard to do it for every team. So look at this. This is the score by quarter. So it was 17-12 at the end of the first. Central Michigan outscored Buffalo 20-0 in the second. Buffalo outscored them 22-20 in the third. And then Central Michigan outscored them 21-13 in the fourth for a 73-52 victory here tonight. Both quarterbacks, though, gotta clean it up. Just unacceptable on the passing. We'll have to see if they can. But with that, we say so long, everybody. We'll see you back here later tonight, since it's now Tuesday, for a Week 2 wrap-up match between Georgia and Florida. So long, everybody.